The Earth was a different place during the last ice age. The world was gripped by a cold so intense that it reshaped the very face of the planet. Vast sheets of ice, some over a mile thick, covered much of the northern hemisphere. These glaciers were like frozen giants, slowly creeping across the land, carving out valleys and shaping mountains. These glaciers locked up huge amounts of water, lowering sea levels dramatically. As the ice expanded, the oceans receded, revealing land that had been hidden beneath the waves for millennia. This exposed a land bridge connecting Siberia and Alaska, a vast expanse of tundra and steppe that we now call Beringia. This land bridge was not just a narrow strip, but a broad, sweeping plain that stretched for hundreds of miles. This bridge, known as Beringia, became a pathway for animals and humans. Mammoths, bison, and other large mammals roamed this land, followed by the hunters who depended on them for survival. It was a bridge of ice and time, connecting continents and shaping the destiny of a hemisphere. This connection allowed for the migration of species, including humans, who would go on to populate the Americas. The Bering Land Bridge wasn't just a narrow strip of land, it was a vast expanse, stretching for over 1,000 miles, a landscape of rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. This land was rich in resources, attracting animals like mammoths, bison, and caribou. These animals provided food, clothing, and tools for the humans who followed them. The abundance of game made Beringia a vital corridor for migration. The hunters who crossed this land were the ancestors of the first Americans, brave and resourceful people who adapted to the challenges of their environment. Following these herds were the hunters, ancestors of the first Americans. They were skilled in tracking and hunting, using spears and other tools to bring down large prey. These were hardy people, adapted to the challenges of survival in a harsh environment. They developed techniques to hunt, fish, and gather food, ensuring their survival in a land that could be both bountiful and unforgiving. They were skilled hunters, using spears and other tools to bring down large prey. Their ingenuity and adaptability were key to their survival in this harsh landscape. The journey across Beringia wasn't easy. It was a land of extremes, with temperatures plunging well below freezing and fierce winds that could strip the warmth from a body in minutes. The climate was brutally cold and unforgiving. The winters were long and dark, with little sunlight to provide warmth or light. Winters were long and dark, forcing these early Americans to rely on their ingenuity and resourcefulness. They had to find ways to stay warm, find food, and protect themselves from the elements. They built shelters from animal hides and bones, using fire for warmth and cooking. These shelters provided a refuge from the biting wind and cold, a place where they could rest and recover. They wore clothing stitched from furs, providing insulation against the biting wind. These garments were essential for survival, keeping them warm in the frigid temperatures. Life on the Bering Land Bridge was a constant struggle for survival, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Every day was a battle against the elements, a fight to find food and stay warm. Driven by the need for food and resources, these early Americans continued south, following the retreating ice sheets. As the climate warmed and the ice melted, new lands opened up, offering new opportunities and challenges. They spread throughout the Americas, adapting to new environments and developing diverse cultures. From the Arctic tundra to the tropical rainforests, they learned to live in harmony with their surroundings. Over thousands of years, they would establish themselves across the continents, from the Arctic Circle to the tip of South America. They developed rich and diverse cultures, each uniquely adapted to their environment. The Bering Land Bridge, once a pathway, was swallowed by the rising seas, leaving behind a legacy etched in the DNA of every Native American. This ancient connection is a reminder of the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit, a testament to the enduring bond between people and the land. Life for these early Americans was a constant cycle of hunting and gathering. Every day was a new challenge, a test of their skills and resilience. They had to be ever vigilant, always on the lookout for the next meal, whether it was a herd of migrating animals or a patch of edible plants. They followed the herds, their movements dictated by the seasons and the availability of prey. The changing weather patterns and the migration of animals were their guides, leading them to new hunting grounds and fresh sources of food. This nomadic lifestyle required them to be adaptable and resourceful, always ready to move at a moment's notice. They learned to read the signs of the land, predicting the movements of animals and finding sources of food and water. The ability to interpret animal tracks, recognize the signs of nearby water, and understand the growth patterns of plants was crucial for their survival. This knowledge was not just practical, but also deeply ingrained in their cultural practices and traditions. Their survival depended on their knowledge of the environment, passed down through generations. Elders taught the young ones the secrets of the land, the stories of their ancestors, and the wisdom needed to thrive in a harsh world. This transfer of knowledge was a vital part of their culture, ensuring that each generation was equipped with the skills needed to survive. They lived in small nomadic groups, moving from place to place in search of sustenance. These groups were tightly knit communities, bound together by shared experiences and mutual dependence. Each member had a role to play, whether it was hunting, gathering, or caring for the young and the elderly. Their shelters were temporary, easily assembled and disassembled as they moved. These structures provided essential protection from the elements and predators, yet they were simple enough to be left behind without regret. The ability to quickly set up and take down their homes was a key aspect of their nomadic lifestyle. Their possessions were few, tools and weapons essential for survival in a challenging environment. Each tool and weapon was crafted with care, designed to be both functional and durable. These items were not just practical, they were also a reflection of their ingenuity and craftsmanship. Despite the harsh conditions, they thrived, their numbers slowly growing as they spread across the Americas. Their ability to adapt to different environments, from dense forests to arid deserts, allowed them to expand their territories and establish new communities. This expansion was a testament to their resilience and determination. These early Americans weren't just hunters, they were artists, storytellers, and observers of the natural world. Around the campfire, they shared stories of their hunts, their ancestors, and the spirits they believed guided them. These stories were a way to pass on knowledge, entertain, and strengthen the bonds within the community. They left behind intricate cave paintings depicting the animals they hunted and the spirits they revered. These artworks were more than just decorations. They were a way to communicate their experiences, beliefs, and values. The cave paintings provide us with a glimpse into their world, their challenges, and their triumphs. They crafted tools and weapons with skill and artistry, each object a testament to their ingenuity and creativity. The craftsmanship of these items reveals a deep understanding of materials and techniques, as well as a desire to create objects that were both beautiful and functional. They developed complex languages and social structures, laying the foundation for the diverse cultures that would flourish in the Americas. These early societies were the building blocks of the civilizations that would later rise, each with its own unique traditions, languages, and ways of life. Their legacy is a rich tapestry of human history, woven from the threads of survival, creativity, and community. As the Earth warmed, the massive glaciers began to melt. This was a time of great transformation as the planet emerged from the grip of the Ice Age. The colossal ice sheets that had once covered vast portions of the northern hemisphere started to recede, releasing their hold on the land. Sea levels rose, slowly swallowing the land bridge that had connected Asia and North America. This land bridge, known as the Bering Land Bridge, had been a crucial corridor for the migration of species, both animal and human, between the continents. The Bering Land Bridge, once a bustling highway for animals and humans, vanished beneath the waves. This natural causeway had facilitated the movement of mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and early human hunters, but now it was lost to the rising seas. The Americas were cut off, becoming a vast island continent isolated from the rest of the world. This separation would have profound implications for the development of life on these continents, setting the stage for a unique evolutionary journey. Clear American voice. This isolation had a profound impact on the development of life in the Americas. The flora and fauna, now cut off from their relatives in other parts of the world, began to evolve in isolation, leading to a rich tapestry of biodiversity. Cut off from the rest of the world, plants and animals evolved along unique paths, leading to a biodiversity found nowhere else on Earth. Species such as the giant ground sloth and the terror bird roamed the land, while unique plant species adapted to the diverse climates of the continent. People people who'd crossed the Bering land bridge were also shaped by this isolation. These early inhabitants, often referred to as Paleo-Indians, spread across the continent, adapting to the varied environments they encountered. They continued to spread throughout the Americas, adapting to a wide range of environments, from the Arctic tundra to the Amazon rainforest. This adaptability was key to their survival and success in such diverse habitats. Over thousands of years, these early Americans developed distinct cultures, languages, and ways of life. Each group, whether in the deserts of the Southwest or the forests of the Northeast, created unique traditions and social structures. They learned to farm, cultivating crops like maize, beans, and squash. These staple crops became the foundation of their diets and supported the growth of larger, more complex societies. They domesticated animals, including llamas and alpacas, in South America. These animals were not only sources of food and clothing, but also played crucial roles in transportation and agriculture. They built villages, then towns, then cities, creating complex societies with their own unique traditions and beliefs. From the cliff dwellings of the ancestral Pueblans to the sprawling cities of the Maya, these communities thrived and innovated. The isolation of the Americas fostered a remarkable diversity of human cultures. Each region developed its own distinct identity, influenced by the local environment and resources. From the Inuit people of the Arctic to the Yagan of Tierra del Fuego, humans adapted to every corner of the continents. They developed specialized tools, clothing, and shelters to thrive in their specific environments. They built empires, waged wars, and created art and architecture that rivaled anything found in the Old World. The Inca, Aztec, and Maya civilizations, among others, left behind monumental structures and intricate artworks that continue to awe and inspire. They developed unique systems of writing, astronomy, and mathematics, leaving behind a legacy of knowledge and innovation. The Maya, for instance, created a complex calendar system and made significant advancements in understanding celestial movements. The contributions of these ancient American societies continue to influence the modern world. Their agricultural practices, architectural techniques, and scientific discoveries laid the groundwork for future generations. Today, we continue to uncover and appreciate the rich history and achievements of these isolated yet incredibly innovative cultures. Their legacy is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience in the face of isolation and environmental challenges. Ongoing research and discoveries in the Americas shed new light on the lives of these ancient peoples. Archaeologists and historians work tirelessly to piece together the stories of the past, revealing a complex and vibrant history that continues to captivate our imaginations. As we celebrate the diversity and resilience of these ancient American cultures, we gain a deeper understanding of our shared human heritage. The story of the isolated Americas is a powerful reminder of the incredible adaptability and creativity of the human spirit.